All right, so I just wanted to tap in real quick and talk about something that's very important because as we going into this new year and new reality, it's very important that first of all you know your purpose, because once you know your purpose, you'll understand, the missions, that'll be coming your way that you have to complete in order to fulfill, that purpose, in order to serve not only yourself but whoever your higher power is, and also other people, because that's what life is about. Life is about service. So, but there is a way to serve. Like you can't just, aimlessly just do whatever you want to do and just think things are just going to always be how they are, because that's just not how things work. There's things called universal law and understanding. And so you just have to understand sometimes things work a certain way in accordance to universal law. And that's how things get done. And that's how things are able to prosper and grow. One of the key things that I learned in my journey, as far as trying to be the most progressive as I could be, was having an infrastructure. And I see nowadays that because time has gone by. So people have learned a lot, especially, with technology and things like that and social media and so many people out here, helping and giving information, so many gurus and, just a whole lot, and just a lot of genuine people out there that have experienced things in their life. So they're able to give a certain level of wisdom and knowledge that, can help you to help other people in the process. So my big word today is infrastructure, and what infrastructure is. The definition is the basic and physical and organizational structures and facilities needed for the operation of society and or enterprise. So what that translates to me is that there's a certain level of work ethic and tools needed to make things operate and work a certain way in order for it to be, successful. And that, again, that goes back to your purpose and what you're doing and your intentions and why you're doing it. So if you're doing things for fun, then your infrastructure is going to be set up to have fun. If you're going to do things to generate something serious or create something serious and tangible, then your infrastructure is going to be built off of that and with that. So it's like first of all, you have to define, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to strictly have fun, or do you want to be serious and have something tangible? There is a median when you can have fun and be serious too. But for me personally, I have fun when I get shit done. So I need to align or be able to align with other people that understand that if we're getting stuff done, that's fun. In the same token, because I would rather at the end of the day have the tangible thing that we built together than to just simply have fun. And then when the fun is over, we have nothing. A lot of people are doing things now, right? There's so many people now being entrepreneurs and trying to build brands and different things like that. What's up, Pop? And that's a great thing, but there's ways that you go about it. Like, you ever see like a business, they have a mission statement and their code of ethics and all these things. Like, do you even have that? Like, do you even have that as a part of your business? Do you even have that for yourself? What are your code of ethics for yourself? What are you living by? Because so many people want to lead and voice what they've done or what they're doing. But it's like, yeah, the universe is going to allow you to do whatever, but it doesn't mean that it's going anywhere. And it doesn't mean that it can tangibly help anybody else other than, yourself. That's good, Pop. Make sure you keep practicing. Yeah, so it's like the purpose and intent of stuff is very key. Is very key to infrastructure. And I'm only saying this because I'm currently working with a lot of the young people in my community, and it's like, when we're dealing with this side of it, the purpose, the intent, infrastructure, this would be considered the boring part, or the part that require, this is the work. Like this is like, you can't get around this part of it. Like this is the groundwork, this is the grassroots. And when you're in that process, the groundwork and the grassroots, you have to have people that know how to garden. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know, or have people that know how to plant seeds. You got to have people that are patient enough to watch a seed grow for 5 or 10 years in order to see the fruits of that labor. You can't be around a whole bunch of people that want instant gratification for whatever it is that they're doing, or whatever it is that they think that they've done or trying to build. Like that shit, it don't work like that. You measure the success of a business by every 10 years. That's how you measure the success. Like, if people want instant gratification so bad, or they want what they're doing to mean so much, and it hasn't even stood the test of time yet. And that's the type of energy that I see that is around. Like, so when you're trying to help and you're trying to grow younger people, or people in general, you have to weed out all of these different people that just want to be around in the energy and vamp and try to take what they can take, or insert themselves like they're this and they're that. It's like, for me, in the field that I'm in, which is dance, it's like, it's nothing that nobody gonna bring to me that I have not experienced, especially in the past 10 years, growing Dance Mogul magazine. It's like, what are you gonna tell me? What are we gonna talk about? Like, yeah, I can hear your opinion, and I can either dig where you coming from or I don't. But I've been around certain infrastructures that you haven't been around. So if I'm sitting down with Mr. Frank Gatson, and Frank is telling me, well, this is how I built In Vogue, or helped build In Vogue, this is how I helped build Beyonce. Frank ain't just telling me a story. Frank is telling me the infrastructure of how things work. And so what I'm doing, I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, you work with Beyonce. Oh my God, you work with In Vogue and this one and that. I'm like, I'm picking it apart. I'm seeing I'm listening to the progress that was made, but I'm also listening to him tell me about, the mistakes. Like, I'm taking all of that in as infrastructure and how to help build not only myself, but help build communities and other young people. So when I'm talking, that's what I'm talking with. I'm talking with the wisdom of other people's infrastructures that I've broken down because I've sat down and spoken with them about it. So when I'm meeting with other people and I'm listening to people's conversation, it's nothing like sitting down with Miss Debbie Allen and listening to her talk about her journey and what she wants for herself, her brands and the children that she works with. I'm listening to that stuff and I'm breaking that stuff down, and that's where my wisdom is coming from. So when I'm around other people and they're just talking aimlessly about emotions, that doesn't breed progress or success. And the reason why they're stuck in the emotional side of it is because they're not focused on their purpose or their intent, which means there's no infrastructure to move forward. In order to move forward and be progressive, you have to have an infrastructure on how to do that. So my question when I sit down with people is, well, what do you know? What can you tell me? What can you bring to the table that's new? How can you enlighten me? How can you empower me? So if I don't hear that within the conversation, it's not that I can't work with you or I don't value you. I'm just not where you are. And it's nothing against you. It's more so, well, I need to go be with people that understand where I'm at. I'm trying to build infrastructures and build tangible things. So if you're not there yet, then we can't work together. And it just be as simple as that. But a lot of times as black people, we take things personal, or everything is a penis swinging contest. Oh, I did this. It's like, all right, cool. You feel you did whatever. But me personally, I'm only speaking for me personally. I've sat down with certain people that did 10 times more and picked their brain and listened to them tell me, like, look, Anthony, this is how this works. This is how you get over here. Maneuver this way if you can. You might not want to go down that street because that's a dead end. I'm 60 years old, brother, and I went down that avenue a long time ago, Anthony. There's nothing there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so when you're trying to be progressive, you don't have time for emotions and opinions. It's either a matter of fact or it's not. So as I look forward to building with young people and continuing to build myself, those are the things that I think about. Those are the things that I come to the table with. That's the information that I come to the table with, trying to get everybody to understand, like, look, there's a certain way we have to go about this. You can't go about collaboration with your own personal vendetta inserted into it. It's because you have to help everybody grow, not just yourself. And when you do that, you're gonna grow automatically anyway. When you're working in collaboration with someone else or other people, you're gonna grow anyway. So there's no need to come in with any personal vendettas or ill intentions or whatever it is that people be having on their mind. Because a person like me, also spiritually, like, I can feel that. Like, I can feel it just by standing next to you. I already know what time it is with people. You understand what I'm saying? So I can look at the situation and be next to people and be like, this ain't gonna work. Or I can just hear them talk for a few minutes and be like, nope, not for me. This ain't gonna work. It's not gonna be progressive. And again, I'm not saying when that happens, that doesn't mean that they're bad people. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying the way that I work and the ideals that I have as far as being progressive and being successful, if I don't hear certain things coming out of people's mouths, or if I don't feel a certain level of energy, I already know the collaboration is not going to work, because we're not going to be able to build an infrastructure, because we're going to be stuck in opinions and stuck in feelings and just all these different things. And that right there is a waste of time. So my biggest thing is, everybody swears they knows this and they swears they know that. Well, what have you built with your wisdom? What have you done? Not what you're doing, because what you're doing right now is you're building. And that's the difference. You're building, and that's good. That's a great thing, because that's how it starts. But what have you done already to show a young person that, yo, you can go from this grassroots level to infinity? Have you shown a young person infinity yet? Have you shown the young person that, oh, the people in the industry are regular, they just have a higher work ethic? Have you shown them that in your own craft? Like I said, mine is dance. So I've gotten next to everybody that's somebody to show the young people in my community that, look, they're just like you. They just are disciplined in a certain way to help them get into higher levels of their consciousness where they want to be. They where they are because they want to be there. So if you want that, you have to change the way you think. It's as simple as that. And once you change the way you think, your actions is going to start matching that. And you're going to start rising to certain levels where you want to be at. Are you showing a young person that? Or are you just in their face showing them what they want to see because y'all want to be friends, you want to be buddy, you just want to be in the mix? What are you showing a young person? I'm not talking like I'm a dance coach or dance teacher. I ain't even fucking talking about no dance moves. Dance moves ain't elevating nobody. That's not what young people need. Their consciousness needs to be raised. Because once you raise your consciousness, the dancing shit gonna be easy. Your dancing gonna automatically go to a higher level. So are you just in people's faces with talent and just to say that, oh, I could do this? And yeah, but niggas is still in the hood with all the talent in the world. Like, so, and I'm not saying the hood is a bad place or or the hood is this and that, because we all come from the hood. But what I'm saying is that there's a certain hamster wheel that niggas be on, like doing the same things with the same people. And it's like, well, where's your network? Where's your infrastructure? Like, what are you actually building? Or what have you built, so to speak? What have you built? And I can say that because I know what I've built. I've built 2 times over in terms of building with my dance group Envy and setting a standard for the Jersey dance culture and the Jersey club culture. And I've built again with Dance Mogul Magazine. And now I'm going to be building again with the up and coming young people in the community of Jersey. So I'm working on my 3rd time starting over and building with more young people. So those are the type of people that you need in your circle to help you. The people that don't mind doing the dirty work. The people that don't mind planting seeds and watching it grow. What have you watched of yours grow? What have you grew? What have you watered? What have you nurtured? For more than 5 years. For 10 years. That's where the discernment comes in of, oh, I need to listen to that. As opposed to the person that's just in your face showing you and teaching you everything you want to hear and not what you need to hear. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for real. What you need and what you want is 2 different things. Don't sacrifice what you need for what you want. And when you start from right there, that's how you start building. What's up, Justin? I was just in here kicking a little game about building infrastructures and cause see, Justin, I'm trying to do something different, bro. I'm trying to raise the consciousness amongst us and build economic economies and structures with us as artistic people, bro. Yeah, I'm in here preaching early. You know me, man. I'm always preaching. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't passing no collection plate, though. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people just be yapping to be yapping, bro, and then be trying to, take advantage of people and shit like that. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that at all. But I also don't need to waste my time. So it's very important for me to outline the type of person that I am and be very transparent, because when you work with someone like me, yeah, I know exactly, ownership, bro. Yeah, exactly. Of everything. Like, as dancers, we need to own everything. Like, niggas don't really understand the true implications of what 2020 was for dancers. Because if you don't, then you ain't really a dancer to really understand how hurtful last year was and what it actually did to the culture. To me, that shit killed dance. And we gotta rebuild, we gotta revitalize this shit. We gotta bring it back to life. It's so much work that has to be done. And niggas be caught up in their feelings and their emotions and their penis swinging contests of ego. It's like, nigga, most of y'all niggas suck. Like let's just keep it 100. And the 2020 exposed that too. So, and you didn't really have any infrastructure outside of social media. If social media is not here, a lot of you niggas don't exist. A lot of what you've done doesn't exist. I'm talking about like tangible shit you can touch. Real shit you can touch. Shit that you can actually pass down. Niggas can't pass down social media. Niggas can't pass down views and likes and comments. You can't pass that down. That ain't helping dance. So we just got to think different, bro. We got to think different. That's all. And me, I'm a different type of thinker. I'm not saying I know it all, but I know what I know. So I'm coming to the table with resources, a whole network. My reach is crazy. I don't even have to I don't have to say none of that stuff. I could just pull the cards when I'm ready. I don't even be playing the cards that I've been dealt. I just let them sit there. And I'd rather let the cards sit there and just do the dirty work with the kids and grow them from the bottom. I don't even play the industry cards that I have or whatever. Like, all that shit don't mean nothing to me. What's important is getting the young people to understand that they got to have a grassroots level of work ethic in them, so that no matter how high you go, even if you have to continuously start over, people can't take your work ethic from you. If you've done it before, you can do it again. So that's just my question I want people to leave with. Like, how many times have you started over? Truly, how many times have you started over and did what you did before again? How many times have you started over and revitalized something? What's up, main event? You know what time it is, brother. And this applies to ball too. How many times have you gotten back up after an injury? How many times have you kept going? That's what matters. And that's what is of value to young people. That type of information. Not just being in their face, telling them everything that they want to hear. You got to be in their face. I'm like, nah, that ain't the way. That ain't the way, bro. That's not the way. Don't go about it that way. You're going to be asked out, because I've been asked out a few times. So don't do that. We got to start steering them a certain way. You can't just be in their face because you want to be seen as somebody to them. That's not what you're there for. You're there to help guide them to be better than you ever were. So that's a complete different mindset. So I'm going to get up out of here. You know, nigga said I was up early preaching. Yep, up early preaching. I'm going to be doing a lot more preaching because I see what I see. And I know what I know. Like, and I'm going to just call it how it is. Like I said, I feel everything. I feel everything. I'm real like that. I'm connected to the universe for real. Like, not on some play shit, all this fake, oh, you know, have a good day and Nah, it ain't none of that shit. Nah, some days gonna be fucked up. And you gonna have to do the shadow work to get through that shit. Peace.